Have you ever stopped to think about how a cow takes something as ordinary as grass and somehow turns it into fresh, nutritious milk? It sounds almost magical, but behind that simple glass of milk lies one of the most sophisticated digestive systems in the entire animal kingdom. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take you inside the incredible journey of grass from the moment a cow takes its first bite all the way to the point where milk is formed in the udder. And I promise, once you understand this process, you will never look at a cow the same way again. Let's begin. Every drop of milk begins with a mouthful of grass. A cow uses her long, flexible tongue like a rough, sticky hand to wrap around the grass and pull it in. She doesn't nibble or chew the way we do. She tears the grass, swallows quickly, and keeps moving. Cows are designed to eat first and digest later. A survival trait allowed their ancestors to avoid predators while still consuming large amounts of food. So she keeps grazing, mouthful after mouthful, sometimes tens of thousands of bites in a single day. But here's the interesting part. The grass isn't actually digested the first time. It goes straight into the first chamber of her stomach, the rumen, and that is where the real transformation begins. People often say cows have 4 stomachs. In reality, they have one stomach divided into 4 specialized compartments: the rumen, the reticulum, the omasum, and the abomasum. Let's walk through each one. First one is the rumen, or the fermentation vat. The rumen is huge. It can hold around 100 to 150 liters of plant material. It's warm, moist, and almost completely without oxygen. Inside it lives an entire microscopic world: bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and even helpful viruses. These microbes have an ability we humans don't. They can break down cellulose, the tough fiber that makes up plant cell walls. As they ferment the grass, they produce volatile fatty acids: acetate, propionate, and butyrate. These volatile fatty acids are absorbed into the bloodstream and become the cow's main energy source. Next compartment is the reticulum. Right next to the rumen is the reticulum, which has a honeycomb-like structure. This compartment decides what's ready to move on and what needs more chewing. Large particles are sent back up the esophagus as cud. Cows then rechew this cud slowly and thoroughly, mixing it with enormous amounts of saliva, often 100 to 150 liters a day, which helps keep the rumen environment stable. The third compartment is the omasum. After the cud is rechewed, it passes into the omasum. This compartment contains dozens of thin tissue folds, almost like pages in a book. Here, the cow absorbs water and additional nutrients. The last part of the complex stomach is the abomasum, or the true stomach. Finally, the material enters the abomasum, the cow's true acidic stomach. This chamber works much like our own stomach. It digests the microbes that came from the rumen, turning them into microbial protein, one of the cow's most valuable nutrient sources. Now we reach the most fascinating part of the journey. Once nutrients are absorbed into the blood, they travel straight to the udder, a highly active organ designed to produce milk around the clock. But milk production depends on several specific nutrients, each with its own role. The volatile fatty acids absorbed earlier fuel the udder's cells. Without this steady stream of energy, milk production simply wouldn't be possible. Energy alone is not enough. The udder also needs building blocks to form milk proteins. The microbial protein broken down in the abomasum provides high-quality amino acids. These amino acids are delivered to the mammary gland, where they become casein, the main protein found in milk. Alongside protein, milk also requires a rich supply of fat for energy and texture. Most milk fat comes from acetate and butyrate produced in the rumen. The udder converts these into tiny droplets of butterfat, giving milk its creamy texture. To turn these nutrients into liquid milk, one key sugar plays a central role. Lactose is the primary sugar in milk. It plays a very important role. It draws water into the milk-producing cells. This means lactose helps determine how much milk is produced. All of these components must now be assembled in a precise and efficient system. Inside the udder are millions of tiny structures called alveoli. Each one is like a miniature factory. Here, fat, protein, sugar, vitamins, minerals, and water comes together to form milk. From there, milk flows through a network of ducts into the udder cistern and eventually to the teat. Before we finish, here are a few incredible facts. A well-fed European dairy cow can produce 25 to 40 liters of milk per day, and high-producing cows with balanced diets can produce even more. But on grass alone, the yield is naturally lower because grass contains less energy than concentrated feeds. A cow's rumen contains more microorganisms than there are humans on Earth. Cows spend around 6 to 8 hours eating and another 6 to 8 hours chewing cud. Even though their diet is mostly fibrous plants, cows extract nutrients from them with remarkable efficiency. Cows are natural bioconverters, turning low-energy grass into highly nutritious milk. So, the next time you see a cow peacefully grazing, remember what's happening inside her. A complex system of microbes, enzymes, and specialized organs is working together, quietly transforming grass into energy and ultimately into milk. If you enjoyed this simple explanation of a surprisingly sophisticated process, consider subscribing for more videos on the science behind farm animals, companion animals, and wildlife. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.